What's going on, everyone? A here with Anything Goes with A. Hope you're all doing well today. We have a quick video here today. I would say it's more of an unboxing than a review, and it's not a first time unboxing for me, but just something that I wanted to go ahead and show off. It's one of my favorite little white and blue boxes. Not that many white and blue boxes I can think of, but I have a new Casio that I received as a gift for Christmas. It is the AE-1200WH, also known as the World Timer, but this one is very special, one of a kind, really. Probably not another one that you'll be able to find like it, because of some modifications that were done to it by my brother who gifted it to me. So in this video, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight down onto the table after rolling the intro here, show off the watch, do a quick unboxing, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So stay tuned after the title sequence, and we'll see you down on the table. All right, so here we are down on the table. We've got the Casio box right down in front of us here, and I'm just going to quickly show off the box before we go ahead and open it on up. So the Casio box has its classic white sleeve with a blue box inside, so we'll just go ahead and flip it around to the back. The white sleeve has a hole punched out on the back here where we can see through to the label, and we can see the item number here, the AE-1200WH, which once again is going to be that serial code or product number, however you'd like to call, for the World Timer here. So we'll go ahead and we'll slide it out of this white sleeve and set that on the side. And here we have the blue inner Casio box. You'll see Casio stamped on both sides of the box, and then once again that decal right on the back there. So we're going to go ahead and remove the top shell here, slide it in behind the other, and that is where we will then be greeted with the watch itself. So here we have the Casio World Timer. You'll see down at the bottom here that we have the 10-year battery World Time, where it will show you 31 time zones, 48 cities. It does track 5 alarms, 100 meters of water resistance. So we'll go ahead and slide it on out of the box here. And here we have it on the classic, like black plastic holder that these Casios do generally come on. So you'll find that it will hold hold the band for you, excuse me. And then down below you will see the you'll see the manual and then any kind of warranty-based information, usually included down at the bottom as a small booklet here. We are certainly not going to be flipping through this for a small book. It really does have a lot of pages, probably because it's so small it has a lot of pages, but this has information about the module inside of the watch, a user's guide, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll go ahead and we'll set that on aside. I'm sure you can find a PDF of that online if you'd really like to. So here we have the Casio World Timer. You'll notice that there are a few different components of this watch's face, and we'll go ahead and point them all out. So in this lower screen portion here, you'll find that we have the time of day, whether it's AM or PM, the time itself with hours and minutes, and then a counting seconds here. We'll see the day, and finally we will see the date, all in this lower portion. In the top left corner, we will see an analog display of the current time. So this is displaying 4:30 and 48 seconds, 49 seconds, and so on. So it's an analog clock in the top left corner. Top right corner here, we do have the map, the world map. So this is going to showcase which time zone it's currently displaying for you. Right now I am showcasing Central Standard Time because I am in Central Standard Time. So that's what I have my watch set to currently, but it showcases with a highlight. You may not be able to pick it up on the video super well, but it'll be kind of darkened and shaded in where where your time zone selected is, and then it'll show off all of the rest of the world map there for you. So you'll be able to see all that. To be 100% honest, I am actually not sure what this very top right corner is with the line inside of it. Not something I played around a ton with. Behind all of this, so all of this plastic shrouding here that kind of separates each of the screens is really just that plastic shrouding that's built into the body of the watch. Whereas the screen itself is really just like a 1x1 little LED screen, which is pretty cool. I did go ahead and pop it out because I was having some issues with the 4 pushers on the sides being able to activate the buttons. So I have pulled out the display itself and was able to see it. It's all pretty neat and pretty very, very interestingly self-contained. I did mention the pushers a moment ago. We do have 4 pushers, 2 on each side. On the bottom left here, we have the pusher to rotate modes. Top left, we have the adjustment pusher. Top right, we have the light pusher, and bottom right, we have the search pusher. So the mode is going to go ahead and cycle through the different modes on the watch, whether it be showing off time zones, alarms, stopwatches, or timers. Adjustment, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be to adjust the times as you are going to go ahead and set your alarms, set your timers, and so on and so forth, set your time zone that you're in and all of that. Light will go ahead and illuminate the screen. One cool thing that you can do is while you're setting up your time zone, you can actually go ahead and configure the length of the illumination. I believe it's maybe 3 seconds and then 5 or 10 seconds if I'm not mistaken, but you can configure that, which is kind of nice. So you just press it once and it will go ahead and illuminate. I don't think we're going to be able to pick it up on video here, but it does illuminate with an orange, kind of like an orange display. I think maybe we can lightly see it. It does illuminate it really well, actually, especially in contrast to the F91W that we've reviewed on the channel before. And then bottom right is going to be the search button, so that if you went ahead and went to, let's say, displaying world time, you can go ahead and rotate through different time zones and select whatever is nearest to your time zone that you're in. So it'll go ahead and you might notice on the screen there the shaded in region rotating right now to go ahead and showcase what time zone is being displayed, and it also updates the time zone that's being displayed right there as well. So we're able to see all of that. And then we can also go ahead and flip over to check out alarms, which I have not configured on this watch at all yet, timers, stopwatch, and then finally back to your home time that you have it configured for. One really unique thing about this watch is the band that it is on, and that's something that really helps this watch to stand apart from other world timers that you may see. And that is because this band was made for me actually by my brother, who's picked up leather working as a hobby, and he actually fully designed this watch band all on his own, hand stitched everything. It is incredibly impressive. I believe he probably purchased the buckle to go ahead and put on. I'm not going to say he hand forged the buckle, but he did go ahead and hand make this watch strap, which I just think is super cool, very special, very one of a kind. I love the detailing on the edges of the band loop here. I just think it looks so cool, very customized. The stitching all around it is super even, really impressively done, all done with a hand awl and hand stitched. So that's really cool. And then the other customization that you will find on this watch is that standard, this watch has printed across the top illuminator and then across the bottom world time in black, and he did go ahead and remove those words there as well. So this watch is slightly modded from factory. Did want to go ahead and mention that as well. But yeah, this watch strap is super special. I had always wanted a world timer, so it's really cool that not only he got me a world timer, but on top of it made me a one-of-a-kind watch strap that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. So we'll go ahead and open it on up here real quick and throw it on just so you can see what it all looks like on the wrist as far as sizing goes and all of that kind of stuff and proportions. So here we have the watch on my wrist right now. The brown leather I think looks really great. I mostly wear brown leather, not quite as much black leather. I do like black leather as well. It's just not something I wear quite as much. So I think it looks really sharp with this watch to be on that brown leather band. I do love Casios, so it's really cool to have a Casio and then dressed up on the brown leather as opposed to the standard enamel, which also looks really great, but it's just neat to have something a little bit more customized. So there we have my my Casio World Timer, the AE-1200WH. Just wanted to go ahead and quickly show it on off, talk a little bit about it, and then show off the watch strap that I've got it on here. If any of you have the World Timer yourselves or have any questions or comments about it, please feel free to leave them down below. As far as setting up the watch and all that kind of stuff, this video is not intended for any of that. So if you are interested in finding out more about that, there are plenty of great YouTube videos on YouTube here that you can use to figure out how to configure timers and alarms and your World Time and all that kind of stuff. So feel free to check some of those out. But just wanted to give some of my thoughts on the World Timer. Once again, this is Anything Goes with A, and hope you all have a great rest of your day. And until next time, goodbye.